Hi, today we're shooting our How to Shoot Pro Level Phone video series. This is a series aimed at anyone wanting to improve the way they film on their phone. This episode is based on lighting, so the same rules apply. Everything you see is shot on a phone. I'm Wes from Brick Oven, and here's the intro. Okay, so this is the second episode in the series, so if you missed the first one, you might want to check this link right up there. Setup time. So 3-point lighting is one of the most commonly used setups in film and TV. It's very simple but effective, and it'll get you through most situations. For this episode, we gave Ollie a challenge of £50 to go online and find a budget set of lights.
Here's the lights on Amazon. They're actually over £50 now, but if you go on eBay, you can find them for £50.
These lights are not going to hold up on a film set, but if you're going to film in an office or your home, then it's something that's going to get your channel started. Stick around to the end where we're going to cover the pros and the cons of these lights, along with a few helpful tips. As the title of the video suggests, we're going to need 3 lights for this setup. The first is a key light, and it's the main source for the talent. It's also placed at 45 degrees to one side of them. The second light is a fill light. So this is to fill some of the shadows you get on the face, but still allows contrast to create a dynamic image. The third light is the backlight, and this separates your talent from the background of your video. In our case, we use just a household lamp, and we also bought a little nifty bulb from Aldi, which was £2.99. And as you can see, it looks really good. As you can see, this setup is going to be light years ahead of the lights you can get in your office or your home. What I'm going to do now is hand it over to Ollie, and he's going to explain this in further details. Let me just pass this mic over now.
So this is what it looks like with no lighting on and just using the lights in the room. It looks very unprofessional. There's shadows everywhere and different types of colours of light. So it's not very attractive on Wes's face, as he's got weird shadows crossing.
Make me look good, Oliver.
This is what it looks like with no lights in the scene. This is with just the key light. This is the light providing most of the light in the scene, lighting Wes and most of the background. This is with just the fill light on. It's less powerful than the key light. It's only at 20% power compared to the key light's 100% power. And this just fills in the shadows on his face, also adds a little more light to the background. So this is with just the backlight on. As you can see, it's nicely separating Wes from the background, hitting his hat and the side of his face and his shoulder. It's also adding a bit of yellow to the scene, which is adding a nice bit of colour contrast. So this is the final product with all the lights on, Wes enjoying his coffee, looking YouTube ready.
Cheers, Oliver. I'll put this in my pocket. Okay, so now we're on to the pros and cons of the lights, which Oliver kindly found for you all. The pros. Price is very, very cheap, really affordable. The delivery, we got ours from Amazon. So it was about 2 days delivery, something like that. We had them in a snap. The setup is very, very easy. Straight in, we'll show you a quick video on that. The usability for the lights is excellent. They're really simple to use. We've got one remote, off, on, warm, cold, light, dim. Compactability. I think we might have made that word up. If you're at home, you can store them in a cupboard. If you're in your office, you could store them in a cupboard. On to the cons. The remote is pretty painful, as when you click it, I'm not going to do it right now, it turns both lights off at the same time. So what you kind of got to do is shield the infrared signal, put it under a jumper or something like that. It's a bit faffy, but you're also paying £30 for a pair of lights, so, you know, go figure. So the price is cheap, and what that means is if the price is going to be cheap, the parts are going to be cheap. So these lights are definitely not something you're going to take on a pro film set or a TV set or something like that. It's very much use at home, use in the office. The stands that come with the lights are also very, very lightweight and, you know, obviously a little bit cheap. The best thing to do for these is to grab a rucksack or a handbag or something like that, pop them on the base, and then you've not got this happening. Lots of wobble from your light. Time for Brick's hot tips. And the first tip literally is hot. Even though the bulbs are LED, they're going to get hot because you're going to keep these on for a while. So make sure that you turn them off, you let them cool, and you're not touching the bulbs, burn your hands. Secondly, the cables that come with the lights are very, very short. So just make sure that anyone around the cameras or your camera person knows that these leads are on the floor, because we don't want them to become a tripping hazard for anyone in the office or the home. Hopefully from this video, you've understood the basics of 3-point lighting. Our next episode in the series is going to be on audio, which is my favorite thing to talk about. We've come to the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe to get notified for when the next release is out. If you enjoyed it and you could throw a like on the video, it would help us tremendously on the channel. And also, if you do use this content to make your own video, then please tag us in the video so we can see that it's going to be helping you. I'm Wes from Brick Oven, and this has been 3-point lighting. Cheers.